Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Game 3 between Clutch Gamers and TNC. My name is Luminous and joining me is Tsunami. And you guys are watching the best of 5 finals of the Philippine qualifiers for the Manila Masters. Well, a lot of people expected the series to be a lot more even or a lot more competitive, but right now Clutch Gamers up 2-0 over TNC. And color me shocked. They are looking good.
Yeah, it didn't even necessarily have to be even. I would have understood if it was one-sided. I just wasn't expecting one-sided in this direction. But you know, after Kiev, I mean, Clutch Gamers they're not nobodies. They're hot off of their Summit 7 SEA qualifier, so you know they're on their own path towards land superstardom. And if you can add the Manila Masters to that list, then maybe they'll be the ones with the target on their back moving forward into TI qualifiers for this region. Who knows?
Yeah. Nothing more to add to that. I mean, yesterday we saw them playing extremely well, and I kind of attributed to them, you know, beating quote-unquote lesser teams, but can't really take anything away from Clutch Gamer now because TNC, man, they're a good team.
Good team, and this is probably the best opening draft I've seen from them thus far. Game 2, they opened up with that Nyx Assassin, which was questionable, and Clutch Gamers definitely punished that first phase pick.
Yep.
But Monkey King Magnus is a much stronger lead.
You know what's a hero that's in the pool right now? Omni Knight. Remember that rappy Omni Knight yesterday?
True. I think Monkey King is okay with dealing with Omni Knight, though.
He trade hits extremely well, actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what is also in the pool, though, is Gabby Sven.
Okay, Terrorblade.
Never mind.
Clutch Gamer says, we'll show you exactly how it's done.
Now, does their style really work with a Terrorblade is what I'm wondering.
Like more of a slower kind of mid to late game kind of thing?
Yeah, because in game, like pretty much all the games that I've seen, they've had a very dominant mid-game core.
Right.
On either Armel or on Gabby to either make space or just jump into team fights. And oh wow, they actually do go for it.
Yeah, Omni
you're
plus
all over this.
Omni plus Terrorblade, man. You make sure that you get off that Sunder. And of course, Guardian Angel is going to be quite good against Magnus. Generally, when you pick Magnus, you want to pair that up with the physical right clicker so you could take advantage of the Empower. Well, that's no longer going to be as effective.
Yeah, and good against Wukong's command. Though Clutch Gamers have really Lena's the squishiest hero so far, but she's most likely going to be played mid, so she's going to be just fine. And Ogre Magi, you slap a Terrorblade bloodlusted onto a tower. I don't even know if Magnus is going to be able to find anyone to RP, because if Clutch Gamers are good... See, that's the one thing. I haven't really seen how good Clutch Gamers are at sieging. And right now their team looks like a siege team. You put Bloodlust on the Terrorblade, you put Repel on the Terrorblade, you let Lena stay off to the side, and you just let the Terrorblade munch through towers.
Okay, so I think this pick makes a lot of sense because the next logical step is to counter the Guardian Angel, and one way to counter it is to actually pick up some sort of Diffusal carrier. I was actually going to suggest Juggernaut, because I feel like it fits more of TNC's high tempo play, but it looks like they're going to go for a little bit more late game play as well. And I mean, Empower Desolate hits are no joke. So, and I think...
Yeah, and plus they won't have to be entirely reliant on physical damage. Like, she'll get a Diffusal Blade eventually, probably, but in the meantime, like, I wouldn't be surprised if you see the Radiance.
Sure.
Dispersion does a lot of damage. The pure damage of the Desolate also is plenty of team fight capabilities, and Haunt as well, so I can understand the Spectre pick, but again, yeah, I agree that I don't really know if it fits their playstyle. And man, Tinker also, like, this is such a... It's not a Pinoy draft if you see these 5 heroes.
Well, maybe because, you know, the first 2 games has not been working out, right? So,
yeah.
Time to change gears a little bit.
So what mid? Maybe Queen of Pain?
I mean, isn't Lena the mid already for Clutch?
Oh, yeah, that's true. So what do they need, an off? No, they already have
Support.
Omni Knight. Support. Okay,
All
Phoenix.
Right. Fly solo. Let's fly again.
It's a good anti-Tinker hero. You'll be able to track him down with Icarus Dive. You can cancel his Blink Dagger very easily between Supernova, and none of these heroes on TNC right-click very fast. Spectre, slow right-clicker. Tinker, not even a right-clicker. Warlock, probably going to be channeling Upheaval. You only have a Magnus that may go Mask of Madness, Echo Saber, or something like that, but I don't think he's going to get very much farm with the Spectre and a Tinker on his team.
I think for similar reasons, I think Undying final pick would have been pretty decent for Clutch Gamer as well. But the one added benefit of Phoenix is that you could find Monkey King on tree lines. And I think that's predominantly one of the reasons why he's favored so much by Clutch Gamers.
Yeah, that's true. Do zombies spawn on Monkey King on trees?
I'm pretty sure
I mean, it
they're
spawns
gonna,
on fogged units, so...
they're gonna maybe crowd very busily next to a tree.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know. They'll probably will not get vision. I don't know, actually. I haven't tested that before. But, I mean, even beyond being able to find the Monkey King, Sunray is just adding on to the siege capabilities of Clutch Gamers. You just put all those other mentioned spells on the Terrorblade, you put the Repel, you put the Bloodlust, and now if you stick a Sunray behind him as well, then this Terrorblade is very difficult to initiate on it. I mean, the only initiation that TNC has, really, is going to be the Magnus.
Alright, tell me how you feel about the draft. Who's gonna take
Again, I'm favoring Clutch Gamers yet again, and even like even if I don't consider the fact that their entire Game 1 situation and Game 2 situation was overwhelmingly in their favor, like if you're not taking momentum into it just based off draft, I still give the edge to Clutch Gamers.
Alright, well, TNC's got their backs against the wall. This is for the tournament lives, if you will. We'll see if they're able to stave off elimination and continue to fight on. We got Tim's playing the Monkey King, Cuckoo playing the Mid Tinker. Of course, Raven is going to be on Spectre. Rior playing the Warlock, who's kind of deep into the enemy territory already. And that'll leave Sam H on the Magnus. Looks like on his way back, though, he is going to run into Boomback, who's going to playing the Ogre Magi. Ignite immediately tossed out.
Orb of Venom. This is a lot of slow.
Yeah, he's going to walk back to base and pop a shrine, or might not actually have the time to do so. Boomback, though, does not have Sentry to kind of punish for any warding or de-warding. Gabby will be playing Terrorblade. By the way, when you said Cuckoo was not playing well, one man has been playing really well as Gabby. He is on fire these last couple of days. Fly solo, Phoenix once again. We got Lena, of course, being handled by Armel. And that will leave Rappy, who is also, you were singing praises on his MVP performance, going to be on one of his most signature hero, the offlane Omni Knight.
Yeah, yesterday the Omni Knight was exceptional, and given the lane that TNC are putting against him, it may be a little bit tricky to replicate that performance. Like we said in the draft, Monkey King Jingu Mastery is one of the few melee heroes that can very easily trade the hits with an Omni Knight, but he's great at doing so.
In fact, he skills it immediately. Normally, sometimes Monkey King hold off, because sometimes you want Primal Spring, sometimes you even want Boundless Strike. Is Fly Solo going to be able to go for this sneaky...
He doesn't have an Observer, so he's just going to have to go for it.
Yeah, go for it. Just do it!
Do it! 1.
That's it?
2. And he doesn't even need to spend Icarus Dive. What a player. Why was the courier coming out with 0 net worth on it?
Might be a bug.
Well, it had a salve. It had a salve on it. Cuckoo's salve. That's not the biggest deal. I mean, the fact that you get 600 net worth right off the bat, that's a pretty big deal. But
I say that's a pretty big deal. Especially for, like, let's say, like, Rappy here. Like, that's halfway to his boots already, so.
Yeah, that's true.
Alright, well, we'll see if this Jingu Mastery is indeed doing work. Immediately,
He lets him get all 4 hits.
He's gonna try to right-click with the help of his creeps, but, man, look at... That is not one guy you can right-click against.
Oh man, will he heal bomb? No, he needs to heal himself. Or he'll just try. Yeah, see, last time we saw him, he had Crystal Maiden, so it was some pretty good mana backup.
Right.
This game, he's gonna need to get, like, the farm that... Like, he has 0 experience right now. He doesn't have a single point of creep experience, and Monkey King's been continually zoning him out.
And Monkey King, also out of regen, so that's something that he has to consider. But, I mean, if you're Monkey King, you just walk in and keep trading.
Yeah, 4 hits a Jingo, that's all the regen you need.
Get that 4th!
Oh, there we go.
Nice range.
It's like having a salve.
Oh. It will time out, so not exactly like a salve.
Yeah, you can take these small creeps over here. That's free HP. He's gonna try to steal this bounty rune first, though, and...
Good stuff.
Yeah, right now, Omni Knight's still getting very heavily zoned, but top lane, Gabby is... You know, he's doing pretty well in this Terrorblade.
Okay. Phoenix Dive coming in. They can't kill Sandmage. Sandmage is
No.
too tanky.
Which Boombax has been hiding in the side shot for a very long time, and I don't know why. Like, yeah, sure, Warlock Magnus is kind of intimidating, but still.
Well, Monkey King's busy getting wards, or sorry, runes rather, and Rappy is taking advantage to actually start getting some last set experience. Monkey King can't really leave the lane too long, because I don't think Spectre is nearly self-sufficient enough. But he's got a double damage, so I'm going to see some Primal Spring coming in rather soon.
Yeah, he didn't take Boundless, though. And Rappy does not have his point in Repel.
That's double
he can
damage.
buy a TP.
Ooh. The Degen is not going to protect him. He's dead.
Yo, that range!
Oh! Yo, that animation.
He gets out. That's very valuable. First Blood has still not been spilt yet. And if... Oh, wow, and they're going in on Rior in the top lane. Gabby uses Metamorphosis. He's in deep, though. He doesn't have a TP, and Shrine is activated.
Oh, he's going to get baited now. The teleport coming in from the Monkey King. Monkey King will have Tree Dance.
Oh, God, Gabby!
South gets activated, and he's dead. The long right click. And now he jumps forward. He sees Boomback. Boomback's going to be dead here as well. The right clicks. He's going to try to stun him out, but Monkey King will get off more attacks here. 2 hits. Gonna be a third one. Boomback's juking into the trees here. Tree being cut. One more hit. And TNC will even trigger that Jingu Mastery. TNC showing off some legs early on. This is exactly what they need to do.
Yeah, and since the Monkey King rotation happened so quickly, even Raven doesn't fall too far behind against the solo Rappy, because, like we said, Monkey King can't really afford to leave Spectre alone for very long, but if you get 2 kills, then you show back up, then it's hardly any time wasted.
Right. I think once Raven gets himself face boots, he should be able to handle this matchup a lot easier. Armel racing towards the rune. Cuckoo pops the regen because he doesn't have a bottle, so it gets immediately cancelled by Armel.
Yeah, mid lane is still going pretty well for Clutch Gamers, though. It's not an easy match for a Tinker, especially when your courier dies at like 0 seconds in, but if Monkey King chooses to help out Tinker, it's pretty easy to get a kill on the Lina. You have 2 points in the rockets, you got 2 points in laser. That's a lot of damage, and if you just slow her down with the Primal Spring, then she'll die, but instead, Tim's is going to try to get a kill on Boomback's bot.
Okay, jumps on the tree, Primal Spring down. Boomback's going to be in a lot of trouble. Fly Solo comes in with a dive. Slow's being popped out right now, and they actually can't get in. And last hit, Armel comes in, misses the LSA.
Oh my god.
Heal bomb though. Oh no, misses the heal bomb, but doesn't matter. They will get the kill.
Yeah, no, I agree with the purification on the Phoenix. You never know when that Monkey King right click is actually going to connect or not, and so almost certainly one more Jingu would have finished him off. But Omni Knight shows up, gets a little bit of experience off the Monkey King because it's a level 3 Monkey King. It's not just like an exclusively, you know, level 1, level 2 situation. So yeah, Rappy continues being pretty comfortable in this offlane.
Well, despite the courier kill at the beginning, I think TNC has done a pretty good job evening the game a little bit. We gotta keep in mind that they're working with a Spectre, right? So that mid to late game is gonna be potentially very dangerous. Question is, will Clutch Gamer allow them to get there? Because
right now Terrorblade has seemingly been forced into the jungle.
Yeah.
Magnus has hit level 4, so yeah, Magnus is actually out leveling the Terrorblade. Oh, and Monkey King does to a heal bomb.
How?
He has all the slows, man. You got Degen, you got Orb of Venom,
Ignite.
you got Ignite.
Okay. Got chased out, I suppose.
And they have this aggressive Dire Ward as well, so maybe they cut a tree down or something, but whatever the case, he goes down.
Well, despite the Monkey King, because Monkey King was forced to like go around to take runes or help out the other lanes, look at Rappy. Level 5 and what, 3/4? Controlling the lane now against Raven. This
and he actually hasn't gone for that early repel. Phoenix does. Ooh, deep.
This is generally how Rappy starts to take over the game. Whether he decides to go for like Midas Radiance, or sometimes he goes mech into Greaves. Now we're gonna see a gank attempt against Raven. Raven starts pulling. He needs to dagger and run away, but the heal bomb comes in. The right click is gonna be there as well, and that's gonna be the last hit onto Rappy.
This Dire Ward has proven to be very valuable. It almost certainly got that kill on the Monkey King, and Spectre was trying to pull her lane back because you see how far this lane has moved up. You need to be able to... Oh, top lane.
Oh.
Terrorblade goes down.
It looked like he was trying to cast Sunder, but obviously not even close to level 6 just yet. Back in the mid lane, Fly Solo and Boombacks in position to perhaps gank, but Rior in a very good protective spot.
What can he really do though? Oh, Invis Rune.
Sentry gets dropped here, but he pops off the heal in time. Is it gonna outlast? No, it's not. I would say we'll miss. 2 misses from Armel in a row. Pretty rare to actually see him miss LSAs in general.
It's just a lure of TNC. They're like, dude, if he can't land his stuns, obviously I'm gonna survive this gank. The Fairy Fire did keep him alive for a little bit longer, but Warlock, it's not a burst heal, it's like a heal over time, so Shadow Word is not going to be effective against so much front-loaded nuke damage from Clutch Gamers.
You see heals like Purification, and then there are heals like Shadow Word.
Exactly.
One is not like the other.
How about the shower, though? Shower into smoke.
Yeah, that's 4-man shower. Let's go. Rappy on the hunt. The Hammer of Justice. I recently changed my Twitter picture to
Yeah, what was up with that?
a picture of the Omniscience. I
And
mean,
then
are
you're
you
talking
seeing
about
this?
beards. I mean, I'm seeing it.
Yeah.
You think it's all in the beard? You think that's the power of Omni Knight?
Yeah, the magnificent beard. No, I just came across an old photo on my computer. Somebody.
Oh yeah, I remember your Coddle one. I think that one's still on my computer. Gabby does not have Sunder. He is. Yeah, it's the shrine. Now Tim's might be in trouble.
Yeah, he. Okay.
That was worth a shot. I respect it, but he's dead anyway.
All right. Kills going left and right. I gotta say though, the one person that is truly benefiting from all of this is the Omni Knight on the Dire side and the Magnus on the Radiant side. So
Yeah,
Let's
the
see.
offlanes.
let's see what the offlane could bring to the table.
The trade-off is Raven did have to spend Haunt for that, and so that's going to be down for quite a while. And the way that we've been seeing Spectre be played recently is like every single time Haunt's off cooldown, let's find Spectre a kill, because we're not going to give her the best lane, but we'll help her recover in the mid to late game with getting kills and put some charges on her urn. So far, our first Haunt was a failure, and it may... Okay, yeah, Magnus did take RP very early on this game, so Sam H does have RP available. He'll have Blink Dagger in around 900 gold, but you can see that TNC want to get kills early on. They want to force team fights early on.
Yeah, and despite not maxing out in power like what we saw from last game, Sam H is still doing extremely well in terms of net worth. Actually leading by quite a decent margin. But he has to, because his team is just not doing too well. RP's gonna get spent here, Fly Solo. Gonna get pushed back. Oh no, he just dives away. Where's the push?
Dagger might kill him. Yep.
Aw, dude, just saving the kill for the Spectre, man.
Tactical.
Good watching out for Raven.
Too bad he didn't have his urn completed already, but he has it now after that kill. I'm not too surprised that Magnus is so high in net worth. Terrorblade has a strong advantage over laners that depend on right clicks, but against magic damage, Terrorblade is paper. All that armor is irrelevant, and Magnus is all about shockwave damage to get creep hits and to harass.
Okay, Gabby will port to the bottom side, trying to find himself one good lane to come in, but Raven invised up. There's a Warlock hiding in a tree, so maybe if a Monkey King TP, in fact, a Monkey King is here.
Golem is ready.
They don't have Balance Strike though, so I'm not sure if it's going to be that easy of a kill. Gabby starts to run away, no Sunder just yet. He's going to actually turn and, wow, just kills the Monkey King. The Rock a little bit late from Rior. They do get the one kill. Fly Solo jumps himself in. They want Raven though. Raven will not need to reality around, but
Oh,
actually
he goes
gets
into
hit.
the stun?
Do they have enough to kill him? Oh no, he actually just reality again.
No, that was at the very last millisecond. Courier goes down. Dire Courier, actually. Where the hell was that?
I have no clue.
Oh, what the heck? I don't know what the Courier was doing here, but it died right here.
I don't know where here is.
Bot lane.
Okay, well, easy freebie, I suppose.
They'll get the tower out of it. A Haunt was spent, but that was an escape Haunt, so it's not like Raven was planning on getting any kills. The fact that he's able to survive and participate in killing off the Terrorblade, that's a big boost.
Yep. They did have to spend a rock, but it's fine.
Yeah, but again, like, this is the way that TNC wants to play. If RP's up, let's spend it. If Golem is up, let's spend it.
My question is whether Raven will be going for that early Radiance, or is he gonna make a pit stop at Diffuser Blade? That's always generally the age-old question. And against this team, would you recommend one item over the other?
I mean, actually, I honestly wouldn't be surprised if he goes for a Vanguard early on.
Sure.
Because his only concern is Terrorblade damage right now, and Terrorblade does a ton of damage. I don't think he'd go for Diffusal Burst. Either you go for the Radiance, you go for Vanguard, or you go for like Yasha and then maybe the Diffusal after the Yasha.
Sam H. Perhaps looking for a skewer, but again, we see
He has
this
Blink.
ward doing a lot of work.
Yeah, Clutch Gamers love that ward.
Magic Wand. That's what Raven goes for.
Brilliant. I hadn't
Brilliant.
considered that possibility. Oh yeah, okay, so he's gonna go for Yasha.
Okay. Slow and steady. I mean, TNC, their game plan this game is to just hold on, right? Because you're working with Tinker, you're working with Spectre, some of the best late game heroes. Yes, Omni Knight's gonna be big, but you're gonna be working with late game and power farm as well. So I think overall, if TNC could avoid fights and protect their tier 1s, that's their #1 priority.
Which is why CG are gonna smoke up.
Oh, so is
got-
TNC. Both teams
And
are...
right now, TNC definitely comes out on top. They don't have Chaotic Offering right now, but they will in 10 seconds.
Smoke's gonna
They have
break here,
RP.
and this ward's gonna see everything. Rior gonna get stunned up. The Han's gonna come out. RP getting 2 here. The heal bomb's gonna come out.
What a Guardian Angel!
It's gonna keep everyone alive. The Egg's in position. They're gonna try to kill the Egg. Tim's is gonna right click down, but he's gonna eat a Laguna Blade. But LSA will not hit the Dragon Slayer, however, will. They take him down. Armel, very deep in. Armel is gonna die, I think. Yeah, he is gonna get taken down. Cuckoo now in a little bit of trouble here to Rappy, but not gonna be enough. The heal bomb not able to turn the fight around, and now Rappy's also gonna go down. Despite the Egg in a pretty good position, I think TNC just had a little bit more AoE, and they were able to take down the Egg in a very systematic way. And all the meanwhile, the Clutch Gamer was fighting above like Upheaval. They were fighting above March of the Machine, and that's just a combination that you do not want to be in.
Yeah, and they fought all of that also without their one position. They were not expecting all of TNC to be there. Tinker has BOTs, so it's kind of reasonable to expect him to be there. Spectre has Haunt, so it's kind of reasonable to expect her to be there. But I think they were hoping that Magnus wouldn't have been in the vicinity. But yeah, they smoked into an RP, and that's a really risky proposition. They didn't even have any vision in the Radiant side of the map, so yeah, that was a risky smoke, and they got punished for it really hard. At least the Terrorblade didn't die, but still.
The problem I have with that smoke gank is that you have one way to start the fight, which is
Phoenix?
No, a stun from Ogre, right, onto the Magnus.
Oh, yeah.
Any other way that fight starts is what we're gonna see, right? Because Magnus is gonna blink in and RP you. You don't have a way to set up a kill. Like, Lina doesn't have Yules. And even if you look at Boomback, the cast range of Ogre Magi stun is just like terrible, right? Especially without Aether Lens. So to me, that was a very overzealous smoke, and they got punished very hard for it.
Yeah, and Tinker gets a big boost out of that. He's making his way over to his Blink Dagger, and once Cuckoo completes Blink Dagger, he's going to make so much space for the Spectre, because Clutch Gamers don't really have the best way to deal with the Tinker. Like, you mentioned the Phoenix, but Phoenix is a very high cooldown hero, and so you maybe go for one Icarus dive, you get lucky. If you don't, then you don't have that for the next 30 seconds or so.
You know, Fly Solo seems to be a big fan of the Max 5.
No Sunray? Yeah.
Which, I mean, some of it makes you like stand still, which is not exactly the best, but it is often considered as Phoenix's strongest spell, though.
Yeah, especially, I mean, I guess they're not pushing right now, and so Sunray is mainly used as like a pushing skill. But why I imagine that once this Omni Knight like gets a... Oh, he is going for Radiance on Rappy, so he finished up his Midas. Gonna be going for Radiance next, and I think it's a pretty good idea. It'll make Tinker's life a little bit more unpleasant. It'll make Magnus's Blink Initiations a little bit trickier, so I think it's a good call.
Yeah, can't go wrong. TNC smoked up again. This time RP back and ready to go. They got the rock as well.
This is a really unpredictable position. I would never expect a team to smoke behind me like this, but yeah, if Sam H can get the blink, they can follow up with the Chaotic Offering, then they can definitely pick off the Lina.
At the same time, the smoke just ran out. They're in a very awkward position.
There's no vision there, though, so they're still pretty safe. And Tim's put this super aggressive ward down, so they know what CG would be up to. But CG are very luckily moving over to their tier 1 up top, and they just dodge the entire thing.
Well, slow and steady is the name of TNC's game right now. Like you said, Tinker is creating space. Apart from the laning stage where his first death came from, he has not died at all. And he's gonna start making these pushes difficult. Blink into the tree, march, march, march.
Yeah, Monkey King gets some good vision. Rappy gets a little bit low. Phoenix does try to find him and takes a bunch of missile damage.
Rocket?
Might die.
Where's the egg? Could have egged it.
Where's the repel? Rappy used it on himself.
Alright.
Rip push.
In fact, on
Rip
the other
metamorphosis.
on the other side of the map, Cuckoo in position to start dropping Hella Machine to incite this push.
I kind of feel like Rappy might need to get a Blink Dagger after this Radiance. Because, like, he's pretty tanky. But no one else on Clutch Gamers, like you said, their only initiation is maybe the Ogre Magi getting a stun. You need Blink initiation against this team. Because if Magnus is getting the Blink initiation every single time, you will lose the fight. You need to take the fight to Magnus.
Surprised that Sam H did not go for the skewer there. Oh, on cooldown.
No, they're going to take this tower. Meanwhile, mid, Raven. Whoa.
Sorry for missing that one. Does he just get caught under his tower?
Big ol' Laguna Blade.
Okay.
He was trying to push it, and then clocked. Which Armel does have the Bloodstone completed, so gives up one charge.
Blink, Midas, Arcane Boots on the Magnus. No longer top net worth, but still doing decently well.
I don't know if he's gonna go for a damage build this game. I don't really like after you complete the Midas, then maybe you could go for Orchid for the Omni Knights.
Okay.
But I don't really think you go for a refresher this early on. I don't think he really needs an Echo Saber or anything like that. I mean, Orchid is definitely less frequently picked up, but I see it plenty of times on Magnus. You turn it into a Bloodthorn, and you just shred some target.
Just get a Battle Fairy to farm fast.
Oh no. Terrorblade puts this tower in deny range. Yeah, I mean, Battle Fury, I guess, is a possibility, but again, I don't really think he needs damage.
No, and it's not as good as Radiance, in my opinion.
That's also true. Which, actually, maybe Sam H could go for, like, defensive items, then, if he wants to get something like a pipe, perhaps. If he thinks that Omni-Knight Radiance might mess up his Blink initiation or something.
I don't know, I think Blink is a very fine item.
I mean, I know Blink's... Well, you didn't mean Blink, what did you mean?
I did mean Blink. Oh, no,
I mean, yeah, I think Blink is a fine item. Oh, they find the Tinker? Not enough damage. Oh my god, Tim's is just like straddling
RP only getting one right now, and now where's the Guardian Angel? Rappy needs to pop it off, but his teammates is already in a lot of trouble. They're now going to focus on the egg. Egg pops. Guardian Angel comes out protecting Boonbacks here, and they're actually killing Tim's under... Oh, no. Alright. Ogre just runs into machines and dies. And the Rocket's doing a hell of work here, pushing everybody back. Look at Cuckoo. Oh my god, I didn't know how he even got vision of that.
How did he get... Oh, this
ward
that he placed way early on finally pays dividends.
I think a lot of players would just let that Omni Knight live, but the persistence of that Tinker paying off.
And now he's trying to go in on Gabby. This is a bit risky. Gabby has Sunder.
Oh, he blinks away, so he's fine here. Or is he Laguna? LSA's gonna hit! Just the tip, just the edge.
That's all he needed. Yeah, that you... most players would have let that Omni Knight go, most players would also let that Terrorblade go, and at a certain point, you will get bit. Still, a very, very dominant team fight for TNC. They took advantage of the fact that all their cooldowns were available, didn't even need a very choice RP. And they're doing a very good job at focusing the Supernova like as soon as it comes out. Normally it's difficult for these heroes. Like I said, TNC don't really have the best right clickers, and as the game moves forward and Supernova gets, you know, it's 8 hits and then it's 11 hits, it's going to be harder for TNC to kill it. But they're definitely taking advantage of its vulnerability at this early stage of the game.
I think a large part of it is also the fact that these RPs have not been like 3-4-man RPs, right? So only one person gets locked down. Everyone is freely able to hit the egg. Imagine if that was a 4-man RP. I think the egg pops off and they win.
Well, I mean, that just goes to however TNC want to focus the fight. Because, like, if you get a 4-man RP, chances are that between Golem and Fatal Bonds, everyone's going to die. And yeah, the Supernova may go off, but what's Phoenix going to do after the whole team is dead?
I suppose.
At least this is looking like a much more, yeah, exactly. Because so far, TNC, they were doing good in Game 1, they slipped it. Game 2, they were not in the game like at any point. And here in Game 3, they're still down in net worth, but they're getting cleaner team fights, and their strategy, like their draft, looks much more like put together rather than what they had in Game 1 and 2. I gave the draft edge to Clutch Gamers because, you know, I haven't seen TNC be able to pull off like a pseudo late game draft with the Spectre, but they're turning it into a mid game draft with the ways that they're spending their cooldowns.
Yeah, and the ways they're spending their goal as well. Like this Spectre is going for a Manta first, and then back into Diffusal Blade. So no Radiance in the near foreseeable future. But honestly, he's gonna get there pretty fast thanks to the Empower.
Yeah, especially if they keep cleaning up on these team fights as well. I wonder if he got the Manta just to be able to purge off Fire Spirits. Because really there's nothing else that you care about.
I think it's just a good source of damage, right? Like, you find somebody isolated, all of your illusions suddenly carry desolate hits.
Yeah, but there's a fair amount of AoE on Clutch Gamers. They've got Dragon Slave, they've got... Actually, I guess it's mainly just Dragon Slave. So yeah, I guess there are no good ways of clearing illusions on the side of Clutch Gamers, but Radiance is almost completed for Omni Knight, and then the illusions might lose some efficacy.
No, we're gonna be in a long game, because TNC, again, they're looking to just drag the game out, Tinker push over. I think it's time to actually, for Clutch Gamers, start setting up Tinker wards and punishing him for the way that he's playing. But again, there's... what is the punishment? Who is gonna actually get him?
There are no Blink Daggers, which is now that Omni Knight has completed Radiance, he's actually going for a Hood. Maybe Hood into Blink, because he puts up the Hood, he can walk through March and then get a Blink off? I don't know. I don't think Pipe is necessary. I mean, it'll be nice against March, but Omni Knight needs to play aggressively. Like, you don't go Radiance Omni Knight to play defensive Omni Knight. You go, like, Aether Lens Aghanims if you want to play defensive Omni Knight. You go Radiance if you want to go jump into the meat of the fight.
I think... The issue you propose is actually a very sound one. At the same time, they also need to start finding this Tinker and killing him. Because... it's just doing too much.
Oh. Smoke spots out the Courier. They want to get a kill, though. They don't want the Courier. Oh, Fly Solo.
Okay, Fly Solo gets blown up here. The team resets here. On the back line.
Oh,
no,
yeah,
no
definitely. If Haunt is spent, definitely reset. May go for a defense on this tier 1, but these Tinker Marches are just demolishing the creep wave.
Yep. So hard to defend.
It doesn't even need to be anti-Tinker wards, it just needs to be wards, period. Right now the vision on Dire is terrible. They have one aggressive ward near the Dire Shrine, and they have one defensive ward near... oh, going in. He really wants to Supernova.
Well, he's definitely going in. The Wukong coming on the back line here on everybody. Pretty good spot. The egg, okay, in a pretty decent spot, I guess. It's not going to pop, or it's not going to die this time.
It's splitting the fight. Monkey King's trapped on the right side. Lina is splitting the fight on the left side.
Okay, on the right side here, it's going to be Ogre Magi. As well as, I believe a hero that already was taken down. And now on the left side of the fight, Fly Solo is just keeping a couple of heroes busy. A pretty chaotic fight, but the fact that RP was never casted is a very good sign for Clutch Gamers.
Yeah, Armel was dealing a ton of damage between Fiery Soul and the Shadow Blade, and I'm sure he would have liked to jump in for the RP, but because the Supernova was in the middle of the fight, there was no way to save the Monkey King. And so, ideally, you put down the Wukong's command and then you just, bam, follow it up with an RP, but there was no way to get up back to the shrine area, and as a result, Clutch Gamers, it's not too dramatic of a fight, but if they're able to take the Roche on top of this, then it's pretty good, but Cuckoo wants to contest.
That Marge is already doing a lot of work. Blinks away from the Ogre stun.
Repel, though.
Okay. Raven. Look at how fast that Spectre moves, and again, they're trying to force it out.
RP
Sam Mage,
is up.
RP only gets one! Ooh, that's not the fight they're looking for. They're gonna try to burn down Rappy, but Rappy says, who's actually hitting me? Pops the Guardian Angel Cuckoo. Gonna be driven away on the left side.
Purification?
Rappy's
oh god!
Gonna be fine, I think.
He can't purify himself!
Purify soon! No, he's gonna get right-clicked. He had the shield on him, that's why he can't purify now. You're gonna try to get the Aegis. Who's gonna get the Aegis? Radiant gets the steal. Armel is denied. I'm not sure what's happening there.
No,
who got the Aegis?
Gabby finally got it. He snatched it. Radiant killed it. And Lena killed herself to not die, not to heal anyone. Now Gabby's back.
Okay.
He doesn't have Metamorphosis. He has Reflection in 1 second.
Okay, he's actually baiting it for Fly Solo. Pretty good stuff here. And now
Shrine?
Yeah, Shrine's gonna be there. Okay. What is the
God,
mana
the
pool
fatal
looking like?
bonds.
Cuckoo needs to port back out. Raven needs to run away, and so is Rior. Okay. So Roshan went to TNC, right?
Correct, but the Aegis went to Terrorblade, and it was immediately claimed.
I mean, then I think that's a TNC victory. Like, TNC got the experience and the gold for that kill.
Yeah, and I mean, they successfully contested the Roche. Who cares if he gets the Aegis if it's claimed immediately after?
Right.
You can basically just look at it as Terrorblade got out of the fight. But, yeah, they didn't really have to spend very much on TNC. No buybacks were used or anything like that. And even the RP wasn't that successful, only connected on Omni Knight, but it's wasted enough of Omni Knight's time that the Monkey King and the Spectre could bully the Terrorblade inside of the pit.
Did the Magus miss the skewer after the RP? Because I didn't feel like the Omni Knight moved anywhere after the RP.
I think he may have... he died, actually. He was fighting the Omni Knight.
Oh, okay.
And then he just died. Due in part to the Radiance, I imagine.
Oh, this is developing into one of those long drawn-out games. Very similar to Game 1. Smoke coming out from TNC. Looks like they want to backstab this Terrorblade. Manta, Scotty, #1 coming out from Gabby. Who knows how many Scotty we'll actually see. Tim's smoke is broken. Fly Solo is not reacting at all. He will dive away, but he is going to be found here by the Boundless Strike. On the backline, RP this time hitting on 2, and Raven comes in, and that is going to be 2 heroes dead. Meanwhile, the egg is not going to pop here. Cuckoo blinks forward, getting himself a double kill. That's the fight that they're looking for. TNC start the fight with a 2-man RP. Haunt comes in, dealing a ton of damage thanks to the Manta style, as well as the Diffusal Blade. And I think TNC is very much so in control of this game.
Yeah, Guardian Angel was unfortunately on cooldown during that fight, but probably wouldn't have mattered as he got caught in the RP with the Terrorblade. Supernova had to be spent way on the other side just to make sure that Phoenix didn't die, so he didn't even get to damage out the people killing his Omni Knight, but yeah, TNC, this is the kind of team fight that they've needed. Successfully cuts down Monkey King's tree, but Phoenix has no team, has no Supernova, might have no life.
Yep, he's gonna be done as well. This is starting to look extremely dangerous for Clutch Gamer. If Tinker could set up shop on top of your ramp and start laying out marches,
oh yeah,
it is super hard to defend. Armel will try to get a tower here. They have dust? Yes they do, but Armel's running so fast. Oh wait, he's up on a tree and he's now down from the tree, okay.
Omni Knight's enough to discourage any tier 3 push, but it doesn't look like Clutch Gamers want to stick around in the bot lane. And Raven is getting very, very large now, has the Diffusal Blade completed, and is now going to go for a 3rd item, Radiance.
I think once he finishes Radiance, and if the game is so, at this current game state, TNC wins. I don't think Clutch Gamer has enough to out-carry a Spectre like this.
Yeah, it's because, I mean, the problem time and time again is the fact that CG have no initiation. If you're able to jump the Spectre and Terrorblade is just able to lay into her with this Manta Metamorphosis, Spectre probably dies. But you have to be, like, Tinker can't be in the vicinity. because if Tinker's there, his Aghanim Scepter laser will just cut off all of Terrorblade's damage.
Yep.
Not only will it kill the illusions, but it'll blind him as well. And Terrorblade will be working on a BKB, but it's still going to come later. But again, like, if you can't jump on any one of the targets, it doesn't matter.
BKBs don't protect your illusions, man.
Yeah, exactly. CG are hoping to find Tinker or Spectre possibly farming up their jungle, but instead TNC are pushing up the top tier 2.
Let's see if TNC could get to it quickly. I think it's going to be coming down to a tower trade. It's going to be hard here for TNC to teleport into defending a tower. Yeah, that's going to be gone.
Dead. Once the creep wave eventually comes, once Terrorblade eventually comes, man, they've put so much damage into this.
Okay.
Okay, it's finally.
Alright, tower finally goes down. But TNC now threatening high ground.
They'll wait for the next Roche. There's no reason to push before the next Roche. Spectre still has tons of room to grow. We'll have the Radiance completed in probably another 2 or 3 minutes or so. Then after that, you are pretty content. Cuckoo actually went for a Bloodstone on this Tinker.
Interesting.
I mean, I guess it makes sense with this build. Aghanim Scepter plus Aether Lens, you're just wanting to laser infinitely, so you don't want to have to go back to base during a team fight. You just want to stay there and keep pew-pewing.
I wonder if, like, just an item that gives mana regen is maybe better. Obviously, Bloodstone adds more than just mana. You know, the whole being able to respawn quickly, being able to heal your allies, kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, the list of items that... I mean, he can pretty much either go for this or he goes for Sheepstick. And Sheepstick is actually less mana regen. Sheepstick is 150%, whereas Bloodstone is 200%, which scales. And so, if you need a mana battery, then Bloodstone's definitely the #1 option. Shrine is at 100 HP. What are you, a Russian caster now? You Light of Heaven now or something?
Gotta ping it out. Alright.
Oh wow, Fly solo.
Ooh.
He is...
Ooh. And the lucky thing for him is that he burned the Blink Dagger of Magnus, so Magnus can skewer the follow-up.
Yeah. I'm surprised the TNC are playing up this aggressively, though. Like, they don't really need to bully Clutch Gamers this heavily.
I don't think they're being aggressive. They just know that they have a big lead, and they're just shutting down the map for Clutch Gamer, right? They're not aggressively pushing in the high ground. At the same time, they're not allowing Clutch Gamer to leave their base.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Every lane is being pretty consistently pushed out.
Yeah. I do wonder if
killing time until this Roche.
the Tinker is perhaps eating up too much farm on the map, because I feel like this Spectre could be. I mean, Spectre is also like insanely farm, and he has Empower, so maybe not.
Spectre needs protection, and so the other three the other three heroes need to be with Spectre.
Right.
And if you're bodyguarding the Spectre, then the other lanes are inevitably going to get pushed. So I can understand what Tinker's doing. If you really want to like maximize it, then you let Spectre farm out the Radiant jungle. You let Monkey King, Magnus, and Warlock take over the Dire jungle, and you let Tinker push out each of the lanes. But that may be a little bit too greedy, as now Clutch Gamers is smoked up, moving in, but it's so difficult to find initiation on any of these targets. Lina has a BKB, which may help, but still.
Unlike the last two games where they had like actual initiators, this game they just don't have any.
Yeah, there's no way. Like even if you see this Warlock, what do? There's no Yules on the Lina. There's no Force Staff on anyone.
In fact, the Spectre Han comes out, and my computer lags, and now, okay, it's gonna be a dead Rappy without casting a single spell. The Magnus goes down as well, so that's not too bad. Now, Clutch Gamers right-clicking away. They see the Spectre being right-click as well. The Rock, so late. In fact, the Rock didn't do anything. Okay, the Rocket will take down the Ogre Magi. Cuckoo on the back line here, just being ever so annoying. But I do believe that was a very big teamfight victory for Clutch Gamers. I don't think they were... Well, here's the thing, they initiated a team fight.
Yeah.
But half the team was not ready.
I don't know why Magnus is so, like, he has such a boner for killing this Omni Knight all the time, because, yeah, at the early stages of the game, if you kill Omni Knight, you will win the team fight. But trading an RP for a Guardian Angel, at this point, comes out in the favor of Clutch Gamers, because they have plenty of other ultimates at this point. Time and time again, the hardest thing for Clutch Gamers is initiating. But if Magnus initiates, and it's not in a godlike initiation on 3 heroes, then Clutch Gamers is like, okay, well, if you want to start a team fight and you want to start near us, then that's okay. We'll take the fight.
Yep.
Arlena has BKB. We'll get a Supernova off. You kill off the Omni Knight, so what? We'll still take the fight.
The big part of that was Armel also focused down on the Spectre and got a very quick kill on her. Those kind of kills will be more and more difficult as she picks up, let's say, a Reaver into a Heart. But for now, the fact that Armel blew up the Spectre is another reason why they were able to keep on fighting.
Yeah, and this was pre-Aghanim Scepter. Armel finishes off pure damage Laguna Blade, and I wouldn't be surprised if Armel goes for a Silver Edge next, because if you can break the Spectre,
oh, sure,
then she will get just demolished by the damage from this Lina.
Yep. An item like Manta Style do not get rid of Break, so... At least I don't think it does.
No, nothing can get rid of Break. Not even Spell Immunity.
It's outlasted.
Yeah, I mean, you can, if any hero can do it, it's Spectre, as long as Tinker, it needs to be a combination of Tinker and Spectre, and in that fight, one of the biggest issues is that Tinker was not really in a great position. Cuckoo will, I mean, I think he needs BOTs level 2, because, I don't know, the level 1 BOTs are not working out for him.
Why not? I think it's doing fine.
They keep taking fights in like jungle areas, and what they were relying on initially is he's gonna TP onto the Warlock Golem, but Warlock didn't Golem for like 30 minutes into that fight, and so Tinker was just like, where do I come in?
I still think that the fight was poorly executed by TNC, and honestly, they have all the room in the world, right? Like,
yeah,
just previously to that fight, they were able to confine the Dire behind this line, but now that the map advantage is suddenly all lost.
And now Roche is up, and before Clutch Gamers were in no position to contest Roche. Now, if they manage to get a ward up, they can very easily come into the pit, because Tinker now has Terrorblade now has his own BKB completed as well, so don't have to rely just on the Repel. You've got a Magic Immune Lina, you've got a Spell Immune Terrorblade, and you've got Repel to put on possibly even the Phoenix if you need to.
There we go. Start off the team fight. That is going to be a Fly Solo dead. But on the backline, bang, Magnus dead. Wukong Command's gonna come out the rock. Pretty decent timing though. Who's gonna be that? Dropping down, that's gonna be Rappy. No more Guardian Angel in this fight, Gabby. Dropping pretty low. They will activate the shrine. They see Raven. Raven's isolated by himself. And he is gonna eat an LSA into a couple more right clicks. He daggers to the right. Dragon Slave, where's the Dragon Slave? Armel. Okay, Raven's being healed up right now. He's fine. He's looking to port back out. He's actually gonna make it home. He's gonna be okay. Gabby's gonna... No, he's not making it home. Cancels the TP.
He's fine. He has a dagger up.
Wow, that team fight.
I am very surprised that Gabby didn't just straight up sunder Raven as soon as he saw him. Gabby had like 20, 35% HP on the Terrorblade, and Raven was at like 50 to 60% on the Spectre. And at that point, you knew that the rest of TNC were not going to follow up. Tinker was too far behind to be able to jump back in, and he was all out of mana after chain sheeping the Omni Knight and the Phoenix, but yeah, Raven gets out, and the fact that Raven gets out makes it a massive victory for TNC.
Yeah. Well, at least Lina didn't die, but...
I mean, if you wanted anyone to die, it would be the Lina, though. She would have immediately come back into the fight. Now Raven, he's fine. Yeah, don't bloodlust the Phoenix, bloodlust the tower, homie.
Uh-oh, Tim's. Yo, I want to see that pulsating tower.
Yeah, I do. I want to see it. I want to see an engorged pulsating tower. You feel me?
I do feel you.
Okay, good. I'm glad you feel me.
BKB being purchased by Raven. Interesting choice here. What do you think about the BKB? Because I feel like Heart, especially in the face of an Aghanim's Lina.
Yeah, Aghanim's Lina makes this BKB kind of questionable.
Like,
I don't think he's going to buy it yet. He's just sitting on it.
It's blocking like Ogre Magi stuff, that's it.
Yeah, and there's no, I mean, I guess the mischance from the Radiance, but who really cares about that? Oh, they want to take this!
RP, that's gonna be onto 2. Wukong Command's gonna be there as well, and well, 2 hero dead immediately. Okay, there's an egg on the back line. Who's gonna be yeah, everyone walks over to focus down on the egg. In the front though, Sunder has been used. Monkey King goes down, Cuckoo trying to port out, he 4 stabs away and commits Sudoku.
Denies himself.
Yep, 2 for 2 trade. Not too bad for Clutch Gamer, but it's not over yet. Raven moves forward. Armel will go down. And he will respawn in 50 seconds. Yet another fight where Raven does not die.
Yeah, now it's Terrorblade against the world. Lina might have to buy back for this. She really would prefer not to. But I don't think Terrorblade... Oh, wait, no, he has Metamorphosis.
Yep. And that Reflection, getting them a free Radiance.
Yeah.
Hype.
Okay, so they withstand this. Tinker suicided though, so you don't get a Tinker kill, and I'm pretty sure Tinker's on a streak. 14, 3, and 12. I would be amazed if Cuckoo's not on a streak right now, and so it would have been really nice if they could have gotten that kill, but Cuckoo gets out, and he has completed the OT2s now.
There wouldn't be any mathematical way for him to not be on a streak with 14 kills and 3 deaths.
That's a good point, yeah.
So we figured it out. He's on a streak. Raven though changes up to a Basher. I think this is a much better choice. I mean, not good for defensive purposes, but
well, I mean, he's going to turn it into Abyssal, and so Vanguard will help for the defensive purposes.
Right. Spectre not exactly the best Roche hero NA, but I mean, this farm and this ahead.
Yeah, I mean, Dire even scans it out, but there's nothing they can do about it.
This time, TNC actually claimed their own Aegis, kept their last hit on it as well.
And now Omni Knight is going for an Aghanim Scepter, and I don't really know why, because not only is physical damage not that big of a deal anymore, but Spectre has had this Diffusal Blade for a while.
Yep.
So even if you do get Guardian Angel off, what are you really blocking?
I think his whole reason is that every fight he gets initiated on, no matter what his positioning is. I think Rappy is looking to Guardian from the base or something to make sure that...
But do you really think that Guardian Angel is the deciding factor in these fights?
I think it was. I don't think no longer it's the deciding factor.
Yeah, I agree with that. It was, like, in the early stages of the game, it definitely was, which is why Magnus was so obsessed with killing off the Omni Knight, because he was like, as long as he doesn't get Guardian Angel off, then we're gonna win. But, like, Rappy has this pipe. If he's standing 10 million miles back, then the Aghanim Scepter, Guardian Angel, and the pipe are kind of working against each other.
You know the drill.
No, they are definitely pinned into the base, but I feel like game 1 was also a very similar situation. Although Clutch Gamer don't really have the heroes similar to their game 1.
Clutch Gamers had initiation in game 1, and so they were able to take fights like that axe. They don't have an axe this game. They don't have anything remotely similar to the initiation that an axe can provide.
It's like Axe Slaughter, right? Okay, well, he's getting sent up right now, Raven. Taking his own reflection damage. Will pop the Manta and look to run away.
Raven has a 10-second BKB in Aegis. He has absolutely nothing to be concerned about. Freaking Ogre. Bloodless the tower, dude!
Maybe he doesn't know.
I don't think he knows.
Maybe he'll find out once he bloodless one of his allies.
Yeah, he gets like a multicast or something. He's just like, oh, that's cool. Oh, Armel knows where the Monkey King is. Oh, kill him?
Yeah, it's gonna be close.
Oh, he's dead.
He's dead. Yep.
All right.
How did you see the monkey?
Fly solo? He saw where the balanced strike came from, and so he just guessed. He went for Shadow Blade and went LSA out of Shadow Blade.
TNC unable to break high ground. Persistent defense here from Gabby and the rest of the team. And would you look at that?
Oh yeah.
Terrible.
Look at that. No. Look at this tower. That's what I want to be looking at. Look at that pulsating, engorged structure.
Is it really pulsating that much?
Oh, it is. It's pulsating at a solid 20 FPS. I don't know why it's so low FPS compared to the game, but ugh, just so much power coursing through its veins.
I got nothing to say to that.
Good. There's nothing that needs to be said.
Tinker farming away. Dagon is being worked on now.
Yeah, I agree with that. I guess you dropped the Aether Lens for it?
Yeah. Not a bad idea.
I don't think you can get away with dropping the Bloodstone. Oh, the smoke.
Here we go, Raven.
They have no freaking blink daggers, though.
Oh,
you walk in, smoke pops. Now what?
Show
they didn't
dominance.
let Lina. You didn't let Lina lead with the Shadow
RP, that's
Blade.
gonna be onto 2 man. Okay, Rock as well as BKB is gonna get popped, and look at those 2 HP. It's gonna go down. Rappy again being caught without casting a single spell. Magnus is gonna get taken down on the right side. The egg though is gonna pop, but not before they take down the Lina. Well, Fly Solo zooms away, but they've lost the team fight, and no TNC. Despite losing the Magnus already did his job. Casted the RP.
Oh, fly solo.
Oh, he's dead. He's dead solo.
Oh, he's dead.
Yep.
15 in a row.
That could be
15
Rax.
in a row. Bastion announcer tells me there's a 15 in a row streak on Cuckoo.
Bastion's also a sarcastic it.
No, no, no. That's
Oh.
Portal announcer. Bastion announcer never lies to me.
Okay, fair enough. Raven hitting the building.
Tower still stands, but I don't think that they'll spend. Oh wait, Guardian Angel wasn't even used that fight.
Yeah, he just got killed in the beginning, and now Guardian Angel is gonna come into effect. The question is, will that be enough to actually just stop this laser
off.
rocket? That is gonna be everybody getting completely boom boom killed. Raven does not care about the heal, just goes right in. But there's a buyback from
He
Gabby.
doesn't have Metamorphosis.
Okay. Somebody hit the Rax. They just chase into the tier 4s, but
It's fine.
the Raxus is defending.
You still have this Aegis for... You don't have this Aegis.
Oh my god, these rockets.
This is why you get the Bloodstone. Infinite mana. Infinite
Sure.
rockets.
Sure.
Holy crap. Will he get this Arcane Rune? Where's Tanker? I hope he goes for the Arcane Rune. Damn it. He's off doing other things.
You think he's gonna hear words of that arcane rune? As his
I mean, the
teammates
courier flew over it.
Yeah,
I
but-
would totally go for it.
Nobody looks at the courier, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Alright,
You look
back.
at Boombacks.
Gonna get zoomed back.
Oh, I was gonna go for something like Dieback, but that yours is much better.
Alright, Raven. On that Rax.
Metamorphosis is up in 10 seconds.
10 seconds, might not be enough time. Gabby walks forward, biding time for his teammates. And for
Sam
his
H is
building.
waiting for the RP. He wants to find the perfect opportunity. Can't just settle for Omni Knight RPs anymore. I can't believe this Rax is still up.
I know. Just hit the buildings, TNC. Come on.
They have look, the net worth bar is completely filled. That's how you know the game is pretty secure at that point.
I want to say the game 1 net worth bar was completely filled for TNC as well.
Was it really?
Yeah.
No, they were never 20,000 net worth. I thought you said it was 20,000.
No,
That's
15,
the
15.
magic number. Oh, 15. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, then it would probably filled.
Alright. Here comes yet another push. Sam H walks right in, but there's nobody to actually punish that. Okay. Or gets rewarded immediately. I mean, there's just stunning Raven up, getting him away from the Braxis, but March of the Machine as well as constant laser rocket spam.
Yeah, I can't wait to see Cuckoo's damage at the end of this game. They have burned through, like, so much regen, and they're still keeping it alive. Like, you almost wish that Clutch Gamers had a Treant Protector instead of this Omni Knight, instead of its Ogre or something, because, like, they've been withholding these sieges for quite a while, but I don't
Well,
know.
I mean, Ogre Magi's are very important lead disable, so
Of course, that's true.
maybe not.
Which he finally is working on a 4-staff, so maybe they can actually do something after a smoke pops, rather than just stare awkwardly at TNC.
I wonder if this was the game where Lena should have maybe picked up Wheels as well, so he could
Oh yeah, I think so for sure.
find some generated kills. But
Yules, maybe even like a pike would have been okay.
yeah,
I still feel like Omni should, like, I mean, he's going to be working on this Aghanim Scepter. I don't think it makes a difference.
he can stay in base. 'Cause so far, every single fight Rappy dies first.
I guess, but I don't know. Even if you get an item that, like, tanks you up, or the Blink Dagger, like I said, like, you stay way far back, blink in, pipe, Guardian Angel. It's basically the same thing as like, having a global Guardian Angel, because there's no way that your, like, Terrorblade is going to be split pushing and you need Guardian Angel him from, like, all the way across the map. At this point, Clutch Gamers are always going to be 5-manning.
You know, you say you want to treat and heal buildings. Guess what? Guardian Angel with
Okay,
X
yes.
does heal
Okay.
buildings.
I guess that's true.
That Ranger X needs some regen, needs some love.
They both need some love. Too bad he's still 2k net worth away from his Aghanim Scepter.
He's got a Midas Radiance.
Got that 60 GPM talent.
There you go. Alright.
Like, normally in these situations, I'm like, okay, a team that's in the advantage needs to continue pressing the advantage, otherwise they're going to fall behind. But TNC has 3 Midases on their team, and they have the Spectre Tinker. There is only up to go.
Yeah. Bloodstone charge being built up.
Like, I don't even know. Wait, did Cuckoo finish off his Dagon? No, not yet. Still sitting. See, the other thing is that Cuckoo has nothing to be like concerned about. Like, normally in these late game split push situations, Tinker's like very stressed out because, like, if you don't get the perfect blink or you don't have the best vision, then you will die, and then all of a sudden your team just falls to pieces. But there is no one to jump on a Tinker, so he can just split push freely. He doesn't even need to blink after these. Like, look at this.
Wait! Oh my god.
No. See? I knew it. I knew. Oh my god.
Raven comes in, and now the BOT2 comes in as well, but he's gonna get slowed down. The egg is gonna be there now. He actually jumps to the other side. Wait, what? They're gonna just let the egg pop. And now...
Yeah, why bother fighting into it?
Cuckoo back in, trying to reapply the Hex, but they... Link Skewer finds
skewer.
2. RP's gonna be there. They drop the rock. Wukong command as well as Fatal Banu. Nice force step up to the high ground. They will get 2. No, Gabby pops that Sun. They're trying to walk away, but he's being slowed down so much. Where's the heal? Rappy, you're alive. No Guardian Angel. Heal him. Give him the repel. There's a repel. He's still alive. It's fine. Raven's getting sent up as well. There's a Sunder. They're gonna turn around. Gabby will defend this. Raven in a lot of trouble. Raven is down. Raven is dead. And now Gabby moves forward, trying to get a little bit more done. But now base is defended. Net worth is gonna get swung around. This bar is still all green, but
was it the 30-second Sunder cooldown talent? Was that the deciding factor?
oh my god.
It wasn't. I don't know. For some reason, Tinker was obsessed with missling. He didn't chain sheep anyone. He wasn't spamming lasers to blind. He was just missling to like Kingdom Come, and as a result, like Clutch Gamers were able to.
Right now, Rior. Is he gonna get caught by Armella? 2-man LSA. No, he gets Hex! He's gonna get skewered away from his team! Oh no, we need that max range Guardian Angel. Rappy.
Cooldown. Yeah. Metamorphosis is done.
Time to get out, man. Time to get out. Or not.
Okay, I changed my mind. Cuckoo should not go for the Dagon because for some reason he just wants to deal damage. Cuckoo has enough damage on his team. He does not need to deal damage. He needs to be the crowd control. If you sheep up the Omni Knight, he is gone. If you can chain sheep the Terrorblade, there's nothing he can do. And there's no one that can stop Tinker. There's no mana burners. The only stun you have is Fire Blast.
Repel can stop it.
Yeah, but I guess. But even then.
So Cuckoo's so rich right now. He's just in home eating mangoes. I saw him just like popping mangoes.
Buy a Moon Shard for your Spectre.
Yeah, sure. Cuckoo pop, you know. Look at him APMing it off right now. Alright, Aegis and Cheese. TNC says, nah, that was a fluke. It's fine. How are we doing on that Guardian Angel? X.
Oh, he finished it. He used it in the previous fight.
Okay. I didn't see whether he was even in the fight or not.
Oh, so. He wasn't. That was the beauty of it.
Right.
Maybe that was it. Maybe it was the global Guardian Angel. Omni Knight was able to successfully get it off. That's part of the reason why TNC backed off.
What if he got Refresher? Like is this Lincoln he's queuing up? Yeah.
Yeah.
What if he finishes Refresher? You know, like I could see this game turning around. It also comes down to how hard Spectre commits for a kill, right? Because last time Spectre was like leading the charge up a ramp, and then he just got turned on. If Spectre plays it cool, maybe they'll be okay as well.
I think it's just mainly dependent on what Tinker's up to. Tinker decides what happens in these TNC fights. Because everyone else is just AoE. Magnus gets an RP, but at this stage, Clutch Gamers can survive through the RP. So you basically isolate 2 heroes, but then what do you do with those 2 heroes after they're RP'd?
Man, I'm just watching Cuckoo. Just going off with all his spells, but they're gonna catch him TPing up. Oh, the blink away from Sam H. Dive forward, fly solo, but the Han's gonna come out. They need to disengage. The egg's gonna get popped immediately. Time to run. Okay, Reflection's gonna come out. And now the egg needs to... Oh, the chain hex is going to come out on the right side, though. Did they find the Monkey King? He gets bashed! Now he gets actually stunned up by Raven as well. Armel on the run, moving extremely fast. And meanwhile, the hex actually goes on to Tinker, but the rock as well as the RP has been spent. And all the meanwhile, Gabby unable to right-click anything. He's just on the low ground. They will lose a couple on the way out, 3 in fact. And that was after a Guardian Angel. And now I do believe the base has finally been broken as TNC comes back in.
Well, Gabby has Metamorphosis and Manta Style and BKB, so Gabby didn't spend like anything.
Alright. Glyph is gonna come out. Gabby,
What was that skewer?
Yeah, I don't know. That was some exerting dominance skewer.
Alright, well, 1 Rax goes down. That's really not that big of a deal for TNC. I mean, Clutch Gamers, to be honest.
And all of a sudden, this game is up to 35k net worth already.
Oh,
okay.
this could be a...
Okay. I think I recall.
Yeah.
Okay. Cuckoo's in there again. And now the bashes are happening. Gabby pops a reflection again, getting a radiance for the team. But this is... I mean, they're just delaying. They're not really doing much to actually slow down the push.
No. You need to spend Metamorphosis if you actually want to stop them.
Okay, and Meta is going to get popped right now. The damage going on to Raven. Raven says, I want this Rax. No, he's going to run away now. The 2 illusions focusing on the Rax. The Rax is ticking low, ticking fast. Now Raven on the front line still going to be fine as all the blinds are coming out. Rax is alive. Rappy, 60 seconds to Guardian Angel. And I do believe TNC will back it up.
Do you think he's actually going to spend Guardian Angel to heal this Rax?
No. They needed to win fights.
Yeah, no, I don't think so either.
Yeah.
But with Metamorphosis up, you have a little bit of a window. You're not going to have Aegis because you just claimed it off. Oh, wait, no. Raven still has Aegis. Damn. I'm surprised you didn't stick around further.
Yeah.
Huh. I'm surprised you didn't go for that Rax.
Dude, he
but,
is
okay.
so stacked.
Yeah, I don't know what you do as a Spectre in this situation. I mean, you have Moonshard still. I guess you can get BOT2s.
Refresher.
Oh yeah, Refresher. That's true.
He's got a lot of things to get by.
Some Dominators. Whatever happened to that? People don't do Dominator 8th, 9th slot anymore.
I mean, people don't even do Dominators at all anymore.
Yeah, that's true. People don't. That item, I've never seen an item fly so close to the sun before and then just fall off the face of the planet.
Glimmer Cape was that. Remember, everybody got Glimmer Cape.
Yeah, but like even supports continued to buy Glimmer Cape afterwards.
Sometimes.
It was just like Slarks were buying it and stuff like that.
Yeah, it was like Carrie's buying it,
that was so
buying
dumb.
It,
that was so dumb. It was like 80% magic resistance or something.
Link Skewer finds himself an Ogre. Ogre, come in for him. Ogre had no, the Guardian.
It's okay. It's healing the wait.
It's healing. It's healing.
But it's so little.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's
that's nothing. That's so weak.
I mean, it ain't a Treant living armor. Let me tell you that.
Wait, does it not? Are you sure it heals?
It heals.
Towers?
It heals.
Are you sure?
Yeah. It did before. Did they change it?
No, I don't think it does anymore.
Okay,
I don't think it healed anything.
Well, we'll look at it later. Maybe I'm completely
I'll look
wrong.
at it right now. You watched what's happening to this game.
Okay, well, Raven is just hitting the tier 3s now. And, oh, they found the Tinker, but the RP found more on the backline here. It's going to be onto 2. Refresher with the RP. He doesn't have mana for the second RP. Shrine gets popped. Rappy's going to be fine for now. Rock's going to get dropped on the backline. Looks like Tinker has popped back. Gabby's outside fighting the whole team. Rappy's going to go down to the Radiance Burn. And now the Chain Hex will start to come out. And that's going to be a dead Terrorblade. And they call the GG.
And no, Omni Knight Aghanim Scepter does not heal towers anymore.
When did they remove it?
They removed it in...
Because there was one point in time it did, right?
I guess they removed it whenever Guardian Angel stopped giving HP regen. So that was a long time ago.
Okay.
6.82.
Alright, well.
Yeah, well, whatever the case. Omni Knight... Like, I don't... It wasn't Omni Knight's fault, but it was just the fact that Clutch Gamers did not have any Blink Dagger carriers, and... You know, you could have shoehorned some Blink Daggers into the Clutch Gamers draft, but no one went for it. Boombax didn't go. I mean, he was working on a 4-staff, but he never got to it. Armel didn't go for a Yule's. Rappy never went for a Blink Dagger. There was just no way to initiate, and TNC just toyed with Clutch Gamers all game long.
I wonder if somebody needed to rush a Hex, whether it was Armel, whether it was Fly Solo. Like, just to solve that issue, right? You talked about Blink on Boombax, but a Hex on either one of these heroes would have gave them some fighting chance, but... This was just like an outdraft, in the sense that there was no way for Clutch Gamer to take a fight, ever. that is favorable to them.
Yeah, that
remember
very
that-
first smoke near the Roche pit was basically the signal to say, like, what are we going to do with these smokes? The answer is die.
Yeah, that last fight also at their own like secret shop area, they walked up the hill, they ran into a Magnus. The Magnus just blinked away. Like there was just no instant disables to actually punish them. So that's game 3 in the books here. TNC showing some signs of life. And apparently the Tinker plus Spectre strategy was good.
Yeah, TNC turned it into a mid-game oriented draft. It wasn't just pure late game, but that was where Clutch Gamers has been shining, is in their mid-game dominance, and they just weren't able to get it this game at all.
Alright, it is going to be a long night, but we are not done yet. Game 4 is going to be coming up next after a short break. Hope you guys are enjoying the games. We'll see you in a bit.